Welcome friends, I am Dr. G.K. Goswami inviting you to this channel, Dr. G.K. Goswami IPS. I think there is a long time to interact with you, but today we came with a very good news for you. UPSIFS Lucknow has undergone a MOU today with Zscaler. You will say, what is Zscaler? Zscaler is basically US based company in California who is run by none other than one very prominent Indian named Jay Chaudhary. He is a BHU IIT graduate and he has set the tone of how globally an Indian can make the difference in cyberspace. Zscaler is known for its unique cyber features called zero tolerance security. Today it is very important day for UPSIFS. Now onwards UPSIFS and Zscaler will go together to train our students from different arena including cyber security, forensics and various other disciplines. Not only the students of UPSIFS Lucknow, but from different part of country they will be benefited. We are going to create a platform in union with Zscaler, and you dear friends, whether you are a student, you are a professional, you are going to be a professional, you have dreamed to become a cyber yodha, which is a dream of our country to build more than a million cyber yodhas in the time to come. So UP is ready. Are you ready with me? I hope you are. So now we have two experts from Zscaler. On the left of me is Mr. Vishal, and on the right is very young but a very dashing technocrat, Abhir Nayak. I am very much impressed with both these two young technocrats. So let us begin with some discussion. Thank you very much, Abhir. Thank you, Vishal ji. So my first question is that probably by your face I can guess that the way I am happy today as founding director of this institute, you equally are very delighted, very happy, very energetic, and you must have seen the glow in the eyes of our faculty, in our students, that how happy they are with this unison. So can you just explain that how Zscaler in association with our institute can change the landscape of cyber security in India and other part of the world?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you so much for inviting us here.
Thank you.
And not only we are delighted, but I would say it's a matter of pride and honor for us to associate with UPSIFS, having known your ties with the law enforcement agencies of the state government. So it's definitely a matter of pride for us. So thank you, sir. I would maybe take a few moments to talk about Zscaler first. So Zscaler, also called as Zscaler. But just to tell you about the solution, the company, before we can maybe Abhir can talk more on how it can help the students. Is that okay, sir?
Yeah, that's very fine.
So Zscaler is founded by Mr. Jay Chaudhary and Mr. K. Kailash, both from the origin from India. Both were students of IIT BHU. And today, it's a publicly trading company headquartered in San Jose, California, in NASDAQ, and with a market cap of $30 billion of the valuation. I have personally been associated, and I'm deeply grateful for this journey for around 14 years. And I've seen how a startup which had roots in India, in Bengaluru, and San Jose, when it started in 2007, with a vision of transforming the way cybersecurity is managed or handled in this modern age where at that time cloud was the rage. Wow. So what the founders of Zscaler had foresaw that the landscape of security in the institutions, organizations, and government was very fragmented with lots of point solutions. So the companies had to buy devices from different vendors, whether it's firewall, whether it's VPN, whether it's SSL decryptors or data leakage prevention. So in some cases, some 20 to 25 different point solutions they have to acquire, they have to deploy it in their data centers, and they have to manage to give an effective security. This itself is a operational complex thing and challenge for the large organizations. And with this change of technology and cloud and mobility coming, and now AI and ML coming, the challenges of the security are ever on the rise. So these older technologies, including firewalls and VPN, which were designed in some 1970s, are no longer capable of protecting, giving the adequate security to organizations and the users. So Zscaler's solution is unique because we have a platform which is based out of what is called Zero Trust Security, Network Security, ZTNA. And we are the pioneers in developing this technology. And this platform gives a complete stack of security in the cloud itself. So for example, let's say the government of Uttar Pradesh wants to use this security stack. They do not need a lot of those point solutions. They can simply use the solutions we provide in the cloud. It becomes easier to deploy, faster to deploy, and the most interesting thing, better security, because you're getting the latest updates from the cloud, and lower cost.
That's again a very good point, that cost is a very important point. So as you said in your discussion in the morning session, that how much is the volume you are actually dealing to control or the malware and various attacks day-to-day basis is huge. Can you just explain a little bit?
Absolutely. And sir, the name Zscaler is actually named out of scalability. Wow. Z and then scale. Z stands for Zenith. So Zenith of scalability.
Oh.
So that's
a wonderful explanation.
That was the idea enshrined by the founders in the name itself, that we want to be the topmost in handling scale. So today, I am humbled at the same time proud to say we are handling on a single day 500 billion transactions, B for Bangalore, 500 billion, half a trillion transactions in a single day. And these transactions are HTTP, HTTPS, TCP transactions going through our cloud, because we inspect every single packet which is going in and out from your network, and we inspect just like the airport security inspects us, that we are not taking anything bad into the plane.
So we cannot hide anything.
We cannot hide anything.
Nobody can get away from your scanner.
It's like an X-ray. So we open up even SSL packets and look at what's inside. If there is any malware or suspicious content, we block it at the cloud level. So it doesn't even reach your device.
That's very good.
And we block, sir, in a single day, 120 to 150 million threats in a single day.
120
million. So which is almost 12 to 15 crore threats, which could be malwares, which could be ransomware, which could be phishing. So
I think that way UPSIFS has approached the right.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
So Abhir, now let me just come to you. You are a very young chap, and we must congratulate him for his just newly married boy with us, having high dreams, coming through various experience all through. So you are heading the training part, the education part, the academia of this giant of Zscaler. So can you just highlight what type of course you offer, and when we are shaking hands with UPSIFS, then what kind of, in brief, can you just give a snapshot of your basket, what you have?
Sure. Why not? So, just as Vishal mentioned, Jay's vision is to scale, and similarly, Jay's vision here is to give back to the community. And on the very same lines, we are giving back to the student community by upskilling them on the Zscaler technology. So we start off with the very basics of cybersecurity, then go to the next level.
So as you said that a very basic, so are there any label like this is level 1, level 2, level 3?
Yes. So we have got 3 levels, or you can say 3 courses that we offer. Okay. The very first level is the beginner level. It is fundamentals of cybersecurity.
So can you give just what kind of qualification, or can anybody take this course or something?
Yeah. So there's no prerequisite for this
Wow.
course. And
so friends, you can just venture. This is an open dais for you. That the time is waiting for you. Abhir is there to give you that, the strength. Yes, please.
Yeah. So there's no prerequisite. Anyone from any domain can take this course, because it starts and talks about the very fundamentals of cybersecurity. What is a kill chain framework? What are the different types of...
And how many means time, or is there any frame for this level 1 course?
Yes. So it's a 40-hour long course, and it is completely vendor agnostic. So it is neutral and gives you all the ins and outs of the fundamentals of cybersecurity.
So that means it is not related to any particular product or something. So it is a general type of thing. Yes. It can be utilized by anybody for any purpose.
Absolutely.
So that's for the beginner. Yes. And for 40 hours. So friends, you can think over joining this course sometime. We will offer it through our platform. And the another course.
So the second course as well is 90% vendor agnostic. It is 90% generalized. So this talks about the 7 tenets or 7 principles of zero trust, as to what zero trust is. And this course is titled as Zero Trust Certified Associate, which again, as I mentioned, talks about 7 tenets of zero trust. And the last 10% of that course is linked with our products, as to how our products use these 7 tenets.
But 90% is a generalized
course.
So friends, let me tell you what is this zero trust. Because when I learnt about Zscaler before meeting Jay, so I just underwent a kind of study. So I learnt about zero trust is that suppose you are, securing some room. Suppose we are sitting in this room and you are securing it. So normally a guard is standing on the gate. And once a person after that screening enters, it is presumed that he is clean, he is safe, or he has no threat to the system. But these guys are not going to leave you like this. What they will do, they will constantly observe you. And that is why it is called zero trust. They do not have trust on anybody. That means that anybody at any point of time may become threat. So they consistently screen, they observe, and they report. That is actually zero trust. Am I right, Avir?
That's absolutely right.
Wow, thank you. Yes, please.
It's not like there is absolutely no trust, because no system will work without trust.
No, that is right. All right.
It is zero implicit trust and minimal explicit trust. Wow. So what zero implicit trust means, and we have all seen it, it happens in airport. Anytime you have to go to your gate, you have to go through security. If you come out for some reason, and you have to go back again, or you have to transfer a gate, transfer one terminal to another, you have to go through the security again. Just because you have gone through the security once, they don't implicitly trust the next time you come that, oh, we already checked this person, so he must be safe. They will check you again. The same thing we are doing at the data packet level in the network.
So I think, Abhir, again, I come back to you because we are actually trainer. So my association with will be more. So give me the third course, what you refer, that what exactly is the third course and what is the duration for the third course as well.
Right. So the third course is Zscaler for Users Essentials. We coin it as EDU 200. That's our brand name. And this course is 90 hours in duration, which has a series of lectures and labs. So it has video lectures also and hands-on labs onto our products. So we give students the gist of how Zscaler products work and how those have to be configured in order to attain a proper, secure digital transformation journey for any critical infrastructure.
So Vishal, again one very important question, because I am heading this educational institution. Most of the time students, parents, even my own superior officers, the political leaders, they ask that what is the probability of getting job, because employability is the first and foremost important point. So how these courses help our students or the professionals to get employability? So can you just reflect upon?
Absolutely. Very, very valid question, sir. I was reading a report from NASSCOM, which came out a month ago or a couple of weeks ago, about which industry is most in demand in terms of hiring, in terms of recruitment. So AI, as we all know, AI ML is kind of very much in demand and there's a lot of buzz. It is number one still. Number two used to be cloud computing. Now, cybersecurity has overtaken cloud computing as a number two in terms of the requirements or the need or the gap that the industry is facing. This is what NASSCOM's report is saying. This is October it got published. And this is where, because it is a well-known fact that most organizations, whether it's state government or private or public, they have a huge gap of talent who are trained in cybersecurity. And because of lack of this talent and lack of implementation of right security solutions, they are vulnerable for all kinds of cyber threats.
Very true.
And these courses will directly help students in developing those necessary skills to fill that gap.
Wonderful. So let me simplify what Abhir and our friend Vishal has mentioned to you, that after this association, after this MOU, we will develop a platform in conjunction with both these institutions. And now, whether you are in UPSIFS or maybe in any other institutions, so you may get these courses available. We will give you the timeline and plan, and we will have a flexible model so that most of you can be accommodated, whether it is online or offline, depending upon. We may expand in different part of country also, if the time comes, maybe after 1 year or 2 years or so that it may be on your doorstep facility. But let me clarify that cyber security is the most important part, as Mr. Vishal has mentioned. I think data security is the most challenging task today. Not only the institutions, not only the organizations, but even the individual data becomes very important. And as a police officer serving in different capacity, serving police officer, I can tell you with my own experience that in next few years, maybe it may depend actually the way the technology is moving fast. Maybe in 1 year or 2 years, every individual need some kind of cyber security mechanism in place. So the world is waiting for you. You have to develop skills. ये कौशल विकास का समय है. You have to come up, get up and be ready. We are there to help you, to serve you, to make you cyber yodha for our country, our Honorable Prime Minister, our Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and all dignitaries. The entire country is demanding you to become more and more useful for the nation, for better Bharat, secure Bharat. With this, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.